A lot of people ask me if it's too late to start playing Genshin, and that's a fair question if you experienced any other gachas. Short answer is no, of course you can start playing now and be just fine. Long answer, it depends. And this video is gonna be the long answer for you and your specific needs. Usually in gacha games, due to inevitable difference in playtime, you will fall behind old players. And that leads to the difference in progress, power level, and overall understanding of the game. Most gacha games fight against it by releasing new servers every once in a while and populate them with newcomers. In Genshin, that's not a thing, it has only 4 servers and they've all been released in 2020. Truth is, chances that you will be able to catch up to best players are close to 0, but let's talk about if you even need to catch up. You see, unlike most gacha games, Genshin experiences absolute lack of power-dependent PvP content. There aren't any kind of guild wars, boss raids, or even simple leaderboards. The only thing that can be called PvP are events and Genshin TCG, both don't care about your characters. So if your only concern is PvP content, then be sure it's not gonna be a problem. On top of that, your progress is gonna be way smoother than any of the players before you. Nowadays, there are excessive amount of guides and tips that may help you get used to the game quicker. Of course, you don't have to follow or even check them if you want to experience Genshin the primal way. Also, unfortunately, Genshin currently doesn't have a lot of late game content, but for you it means that there is a progress ceiling that's not very hard to achieve. Now let's talk about things that may affect players that only join now. First of all, I said that there aren't any leaderboards, and that's true, but only on official level. You still can compare your builds to others, and some websites like Akasha allow you to do it efficiently. Most players actually stop upgrading their characters after a certain level, so it's not impossible to reach even top 1%. On the other hand, the top of the top is probably gonna be impossible without luck, as some people dedicated over 3 years for just one character. So if you did want to compete in your build quality, set to inform you pick is almost unreachable. Another thing are characters. If you really wanna play the game to obtain certain characters, it may be hard to do. Genshin gacha system is based on so-called banners. All characters are divided in 2 groups. Standard characters that are available all the time and event wish characters that only appear on special banners. As of now, there are 33 event wish characters, and usually we get 4 different special banners every 1.5 months. More often than not, one of these is a new character and 3 are reruns, which means on average every character appears once in 15 months. If you join at unfortunate timing, you may not see desired character for over a year. Of course, developers are working on solving that problem and even recently introduced new type of banners, but right now it's pretty inconsistent. So if your goal is to get a specific already released character, be aware it may take a while, especially if they are not very popular. Before summarizing everything, let's cover one last concern you might have. Some are afraid of overwhelming amount of mechanics and content that would be very hard to understand. I can assure you it most likely won't happen. More often than not, Genshin, instead of releasing something completely new, builds up on top of existing stuff. And as a basis, Genshin is just an RPG game with some gacha elements. Of course, if you are not very experienced with games, it may take a bit, but as I already mentioned, there are plenty of beginner guides that may help you with that. And now let's summarize everything. If you skipped till this point, I recommend watching full video in case you don't find specific answer here or need a better explanation. You won't encounter falling behind in PvP content because there is almost no PvP. Most likely you won't have problems learning the game since it doesn't have excessive amount of unique mechanics and content. Your character's builds inevitably will be worse than all players, but unless you care about it, it won't affect anything. And you will have hard time getting specific characters. And so that's it. Feel free to leave any questions I haven't answered in the comments, I'll do my best to answer everybody. Hopefully this video helped you to decide whether to give Genshin a try or not. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like and subscribe to the channel. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.